Hey everyone, so I've made like 4 or 5 attempts at making this video about the OSU incident, and usually I get in this like where I'll get stuck rambling on something because I want to sound smart. So instead of doing that this time around, I'm literally just gonna read my Facebook posts, say like 1 or 2 things, and then I'm done. So this is what I said on Facebook, like immediately after I heard that it was happening. I said, OSU is a gun-free zone. If it wasn't a gun-free zone, someone could have easily taken the fuck out before he hurt multiple people. All he had was a butcher's knife. This gun-free zone bullshit needs to end, and overall fear of guns needs to end. People kill motherfuckers, not guns. Guns are tools. Can be used for good or evil, just like forks and screwdrivers and really anything you can think of. Take out one so multiple don't have to die. Common sense. And if you want to try to argue with me about it, unironically, that's going to be my response every time. That sliver of the very end of it. Take out one so they don't get to take out multiple. It's just common sense. In that kind of situation where you have no choice in the matter, because you have no weapon to defend yourself. All you have is run. We can go back through history a bunch of times at schools where kids have just had to run. You know, Columbine. They obviously didn't have a gun-free zone idea there. You know, there wasn't a gun-free zone. I don't know if there is now, or if there was back then. I have no idea. But those kids ran. The pipe bombs blew their legs up and shit. Some of them are fucking paralyzed now. Because all they had was to run. You should not be afraid of weapons. I'm sorry, you just shouldn't. Why you're afraid of a gun on somebody, you know, obviously strangers are one thing, but if you see your dad with a gun, you're immediately going to be like, oh yeah, he's not going to do anything, he's my fucking dad. You know, if you see somebody in a Walmart having a gun in like a holster on their hip, I'm not gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna be like, okay, he has a gun. That's kind of weird, but I'm good. It's not because I live in the South. It's not because I've been surrounded by guns my whole life, because I haven't at all. But it's because I know not everybody is a savage, and that's one fucking thing that everybody in this country needs to remember. Is 1, not everybody's a savage. 2, you should be able to have a choice in a situation like that. If a situation were to occur and you're stuck in it, where somebody comes in and they're trying to kill people, if you have a gun on you, if it's a gun-free fucking zone, you're fucked. But if it's you can have a gun, you can walk around with a gun if you have an open carry license, for sure take them out. For sure take them out. If you are walking around with heat on you, at that time, for sure fucking be a hero and take the motherfucker out. But don't be afraid of somebody, because remember part number 1, not everybody's a fucking savage. And part 3, I know that everybody thinks that everybody is crazy, and that guns are automatically means that somebody's crazy and that they're evil. It's not. I'm gonna level with you right now. It's not. You're worrying about shit too much, and I know that that's crazy to say nowadays, because of how the media perpetuates that gun violence is through the roof, and you know it's worse than it's ever been, and shit like that. Really, it's not actually. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a little bit too fucking high. I mean, people shouldn't be going out and killing each other, but the probability of you being murdered today by a gun is pretty fucking low. It's pretty low. I mean, yeah, you hear about murders all the time. Yeah, I get that. But you personally, you have a very low risk of getting killed by somebody with a gun. A very low risk. However, if you're walking on the side of the road, you're more likely to get hit by a fucking car. than get shot by somebody at that immediate fucking time. You have more of a probability of getting run over. People exaggerate the fuck out of what's going on nowadays. And I think that's what is causing all this nonsense. Not the guy obviously going out and killing people, but just the whole gun-free zone bullshit. That's ignorant. Give people a chance to defend others and themselves. If you're in a situation where you're caught up in a life or death situation, you should be able to have the chance to defend yourself, no matter where it is. You know, unless if you walk into a private establishment, somebody owns a restaurant and they're like, hey, I'd rather you not have your gun in here. Be like, dude, all right, I'll put it away. Because at the end of the day, you are extremely a low risk of getting killed by a gun, by somebody. In general, it's pretty fucking low. Not everybody's a savage like everybody thinks. Not everybody's a fucking retard like everybody thinks. But here's the main point that I want to get across. I swear to God, if I hear about this because of this fucking incident, I'll get real mad because I haven't really looked that deep into it. I haven't looked that deep on Twitter or Facebook or really anything. If I see one motherfucker bring up gun control, unironically, on this video or on Facebook or on Twitter, and I end up seeing it, I'll make another video, because here's the fucking thing. If you really want to get rid of gun violence in America, you can't fucking do it by limiting the amount of rounds that somebody can fucking have of a specific gun, or saying to get rid of, fucking, automatic weapons and semi-automatic weapons and shit like that. Don't fucking say that, because it's ignorant. Because here's the thing. If you stop mass production of guns right now, there's still enough guns in this country for everybody to have one, and then still there's like multitudes of more guns that you could fucking have. That's how many guns are produced. So at the end of the fucking day, if you really want to stop gun violence, if you really want to stop gun violence in its entirety, you would have to do what you call these people, you call them morons, you call them psychopaths, you call them conspiracy theorists, you call them whatever. You would have to literally barge into people's houses and take their fucking weapons. You would have to do that to stop all fucking gun violence. If that's not what you're going after, if you're going after mass casualties, look at this guy. And look at the other motherfucker who drove a vehicle into groups of people and killed multitudes. I mean, this guy could have killed many people if he were luckier than he was. He got 8. He didn't kill them. I don't know if any of them have died yet. I know there was one in critical condition, and I'm obviously, pulling for them not to die. But they're like, considering this incident, there wasn't a lot that happened. There wasn't a lot of people who were seriously injured. I mean, yeah, there was injuries for sure, but there wasn't people dead from what I heard, as of right now. But, we just are in a situation where you're given no choice. And as long as the Second Amendment is around, you should have a choice no matter where you are, I think. That's just how I feel. And somebody I know is going to say it unironically in the comments, you want the U.S. to be Wild Wild West. No. I just want you to have a choice, okay? Just a choice. Anybody, it doesn't matter. I just want you to have a choice. Fucking sue me for saying you should be able to have a choice. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.